And 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Amal, and joining me tonight, I have Carl, Mus, George, and Andy, and we are the Monday Blues coming to you with the round 22 preview of the Baggers going up against the Hawks at the MCG at 1:10 p.m. I believe it is. I'm winging all of this. 1:10 p.m. This Sunday. Big game. Big game. Big game. Some are calling it a mini elimination final. It feels like it. The Hawks are in form. The Baggers are not. This is probably as big as it's going to get. Could miss out on the finals. We might make top four. They're all rides on this game. Now, before we go around the grounds and see how everyone is doing, I'll quickly throw it over to George.
Thank you, sir. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I love how everyone just assumes I'm a degenerate alcoholic now in the comments. Thank you, guys. It's all fine. Everything is good. Yes, as always, big thank you to our sponsor, BluesCrypto.com. Actually, some really exciting enhancements recently, not just the Web3 marketplace, BluesCrypto restaurant, but also BluesCrypto gym. He just posted it recently, and I'm just trying to get some more info off him. But Mr. Ord is expanding his reach, which is exciting to see. He's an absolute gentleman. So well done to him. We'll be sharing some of that information soon. All links are in our video description and the chat. As always, you can go to the video description to get all the links. So as always, it's the first of its kind in terms of a cryptocurrency opportunity that's linked to, I guess, the sporting organization and having the affinity with, I guess, a first type of its fan token of its kind. So well done to Ur. BluesCrypto.com, Wednesday nights as well, 9 p.m. Ask Me Anything sessions, and you can get all the full information from Ur there, as well as all of his socials, Telegram, Twitter, BluesCrypto.com. Thank you for your support, and check him out if you haven't already, whether you're a seasoned investor or new to investing. Big thank you to Ur. Thanks, BluesCrypto.com.
Carl, how you doing? How's the week been?
Good, tired.
What's wrong, Carl?
Bit run down today. I just feel wrecked, man. But nah, good. Been a quick week. Looking forward to the weekend. I'm gonna win finally. Yeah, man. G'd up, man. You boys, Moss?
Good. Keen for Sunday to see what we dish out. But it is definitely an elimination final. I've sort of said whoever wins makes the 8, and whoever doesn't out. Yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, no, been a good week. Last couple of days been good, but today was cold again. Don't know. Need that sunshine to come back out. Andy, how you tracking?
Yeah, much the same as both of yous, actually. Like Carl, a bit run down, a bit tired, man. It's been a long week. I don't know, man. Losing to Collingwood got me sick. I just don't feel shit. It was nice having a bit of sun for a couple of days there, and today was just back to miserable Melbourne. Yeah, I don't know if I'm keen for the weekend, man. I don't know if I'm keen for the game. I don't know if I can handle it. I'm not as optimistic as Carl, unfortunately. Yeah, Georgie, how you doing?
I'm okay. It's been a bit of a meh sort of week. I don't know. It's been quiet around all the sort of the group chats, Carlton chats, and things like that as well. It's got a weird feeling. I've actually copped it in the neck. Actually, it's not in the mouth, but Carl, I've copped it in the neck. Here's my little heat bag. Strained my neck. I've got Andrew Russell's favourite prop over here. Probably him and the team that love using the massage gun. I'm sure Cunners and Marchbank, and I don't want to give him shit, but a very, very useful tool within the four walls. But yeah, using that's been a lifesaver with a bit of Voltaren gel. I'm looking forward to Sunday.
Speaking of Voltaren gel, PJ Veda, a good mate, Morris. Shout out to Andy for being a true mate, applying the cream on for me. Even gave me Anyway,
maybe
it's true. It's true.
Wow.
It's he's got hemorrhoids and he couldn't reach around, and I was like, mate,
oh no.
I'll do it.
The old reach around.
He couldn't. So I'm like, mate, I'll do it. Got the gloves out. He's like, no gloves, please. I'm like, okay, Morris, whatever you prefer, bro. Just made sure it was all good.
Anya Morris, thank you for your
Image
generosity.
for that
as
image.
always.
For that image, actually.
It's not past 10, is it?
No, not yet.
Keep moving.
No, I just to round it off. Yeah, looking forward to Sunday. It is indeed a mini elimination final with the Hawks having Tigers and North to come. And Scotty Tompkins, very hawk-eyed, might I add. Pardon the pun. He knows he's moved the figures again. Bruce Lee is back where he belongs. There he is. So very hawk-eyed. Yeah, I was doing a bit of tidying up. So, Amal, how's your week been?
Good, not bad. Organised the golf tournament for Sunday. I didn't know when I booked in this round at St Andrews Beach that Carlton will be in this situation. So I'm a little annoyed that I can't go to the game. But we've got 26 odd people playing for some prize money on Sunday, Arvo, which is going to be good. But I'm going to be anxious at the same time, worrying about the game and everything like that. So I don't know how much I'll be able to focus. But the week has been good. We'll get straight into the teams. It is the extended lineup, and then we'll have a chat about.
Just want to answer a question, bro. What do I do on my phone? I'm not. This is like a couple of people have asked. My eyes are cooked, so I actually can't read the screen. I can't read the comments, so I just have the comments up on my phone. It's the only way I can interact and just be able to cop shit off you guys and actually know what's happening. So I promise I'm not ignoring you. I'm blind. So.
Now, teams, extended lineups. We'll start with Carlton coming into the side. Lockie Cowan, Jackson Bin, Zach Williams, Jack Carroll, Lewis Young going out, Adam Chera and Matthew Cottrell. For Hawthorn, Harry Morrison, Finn McGuinness, Cam McKenzie, Jai Sarong, and going out, Josh Ward. Backline for Carlton, Brody Kemp, Jacob Wiedering, Lockie Cowan, Adam Sard, Mitch McGovern, Nick Newman going up against the forward line of Harry Morrison, Will Day, Connor McDonald, Jack Ginnivan, Marby Chol, Jack Gunston. Midfield for Carlton, Ollie Hollins, Paddy Cripps, Blake Akers. Following Mark Pitney, Sam Walsh, George Hewitt going up against the midfield of Jack Scrimshaw, Dylan Moore, Josh Weddle, Lloyd Meek, Jai Newcomb, Connor Nash. Forward line for Carlton, Elijah Hollins, Harry Mackay, Jack Munn, Lockie Fogarty, Charlie Kerno, Jesse Motlop going up against the back line of Carl Amon, Sam Frost, James Sicily, Blake Hardwick, Jarman Impey, and CJ. Interchange bench for Carlton, Alex Chincotta, Jackson Bin, Zach Williams, Jack Carroll, Jordan Boyd, Matty Owies, Lewis Young, and Matty Kennedy. And for Hawthorn, Finn McGuinness, Luke Bruce, Nick Watson, James Warble, Cam McKenzie, Cal Shadia, Massimo D'Ambrosio, and Jai Sarong. Thoughts and feels about those teams, gents?
Lewis Young gives me anxiety. Seeing his name gives me anxiety. He'll probably be an emergency. I don't think he comes inside, but that just tells me that someone's out. Potentially. Someone could be laid out. So that's the only... There is no reason for Lewis Young.
Well, Lewis Young...
McGovern.
It's an interesting...
So maybe, yeah.
Nah, it can't be McGovern.
What happened to McGovern?
He'll have an injury between now and then.
Wasn't he sore last week during the game?
Yeah.
He went off the ground like 5 times, and then he copped a hit in the head.
Yep.
The only one that I'm thinking might be coming off for Lewis Young, because he played in the forward line the week before, remember? He came in for Harry Mackay when he had the sickness or whatever it was. Maybe he could be coming in for Kerner as an emergency. Who knows?
Cowan's straight in the 22, so you can lock
Cowan's a lock. Cowan's in, yeah.
It's I personally would think maybe a Williams to get a bit of extra firepower up forward, or a Carroll naturally with Cotter's going out, and Chera going out. You probably need a midfielder there.
Well, if Williams comes back in, he'll play in the forward line. Who goes out?
I think Elijah Hollins pushes into the midfield. I think he's so important for us, and I was watching First Crack tonight, and they actually mentioned that Elijah should be playing more time in the midfield, and I think that could be our play going forward. We need it. Cripper needs help. Cripper just needs help, and I think Elijah could be the difference maker. He's been pretty good lately. So maybe maybe he pushes into the mid, and and Zach Williams plays that negating forward.
Yeah, a shout out to Peter V. Bluebagger, Martin Williams, Motlop, what a combo. The new three amigos, possibly for the first time we're seeing this season. So, be interesting.
I wouldn't mind that, but then you well, I guess Fogarty can play off the bench, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And then there's always two.
Well, this is where I think the club will then move always again as sub, which I don't like that move, but
I hate that.
He's not like he's a guy that finds space and kicks goals. Like he's not an impact player that's going to come in and make a huge impact. Sorry, Moss, you were saying?
Yeah, I was going to say Martin coming back. If you got Martin Motlop, Williams isn't a lock forward. Who knows what role they give him?
He can't go back to defence.
Wow. You'd think not, but I've seen Chera in the back line.
If Williams is you'd think 100% he comes in there.
You have to. Yeah.
Have to.
Based on his recent form, I guess, or like from the Sydney game onwards, just because he gives us that point of difference. Yeah, I agree with you.
Does Fog go sub?
No,
Fog's got to stay on.
Yeah, Fog
His
has to stay on.
pressure's too good. His forward pressure is too good. We
I'm
haven't
trying
had
to think who else can we go sub? It can't be Kennedy again.
Could be Carroll
Wouldn't be surprised if Binns comes in his sub.
or Bins.
Yeah, Bins, maybe a bit of run.
You need run against Hawthorn. They're a quick side.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Just Lewis Young. Have the name Lewis Young. I don't know, man.
I don't want him in the side no matter what.
I don't know. Even as emergency, just makes me think, fuck, someone's out, someone's moving. I don't know. So
it's probably contingency. We haven't had a Sunday game in a while. We've got 3 Sunday games coming up, so there's going to be a few of these question marks. But
we've got 3 Sunday games coming up. They're all on Sunday.
Yeah.
We deserve
even
that.
the West Coast one.
Yeah, it's the last game of the round.
Well, I thought it was on a Sunday night or something.
And then I think this is the 3rd year in a row the AFL's put us the final round on a Sunday because they know. They just know. They know it's blockbuster and waiting for some. You know, we're going to need to rely on something, or our result will mean a. Are
we the last game? Or was there a game after us that week?
No, second last.
There's a game.
Freo and is it Freo Port?
Yeah, Freo Port after us.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about Freo Port, that's going to be critical to the
where
top
they finish as well.
6. So, and there's a lot of talk about the AFL adopting this model through to the seasons where they're having a rolling fixture where they're not locking in time slots. I guess because it's more all about revenue and having blockbuster games during the blockbuster time slots. Interesting.
It's all about them making money. That's all it is.
It's a lot of it's going to be revenue at the end of the day, right? Because I guess what they're trying to avoid is dead rubber games or low.
I think they've got like a weird game on the Friday night.
I think they're trying to build up more towards the end of the
Melbourne Collingwood.
Yeah.
This is an interesting theory. Maybe Pitto's out and Lewis Young goes in the ruck.
Surely
That's what I was thinking. But like, hey, to be completely honest with you,
not a big deal.
What difference will it make? We're down a player once that ball hits the deck. So,
no, I don't know about you. I'd rather Pitt than over Lewis Young.
Well, look, at least Lewis Young can mark a ball.
Yeah.
Peter, is he in his second out of 5 years, right? 2 out of 5.
True. Yep.
I forgot we signed him.
He's 28.
And he's on the board as well.
He's 28.
Yeah.
He gave himself a contract.
Half paper bag, half on the books.
I know you know what he brings out. Yeah.
Sorry, Georgie.
Charlie out.
I just saw a lot of people in the comments mentioning that Charlie could be out.
I just traded. Please don't say that. I just fucking traded my GWS Coleman predictor card. I rolled the dice and swapped it for a Carlton Coleman predictor card. Please. Whoever you pray to that Charlie's playing, don't scare me like that because I'll full roll the dice.
He would not come back on. He would not come back on in the Collingwood game towards the end.
No, you don't know, but he's got the whole week. Yeah,
he could have come on out of pure desperation. Yeah, they probably injected him 3 times in the arse.
So what? Kick a goal?
He didn't even do that. He didn't even do that. That's
He'll
why
play.
I personally think it's Curnow that's not going to play,
I got that gut feeling too.
and Lewis
I got
Young is
that
going to come
feeling.
into the forward line because he
He'll
came,
play.
he came into the forward line like when Harry Mackay went out.
He'll
Why else
play.
would you put him in?
Even if he loses the leg, he's going to play. He's got that Coleman in his sights.
Nah,
He wants to play.
I think the club has spent too much money on three-peat merch, and they've told him, get on the park, man.
He's going to play.
We've got 8 because you know what's going to happen after the Saints game when he wins it. They're going to have T-shirts. They're going to have Morris. Don't do this to us.
Morris is spinning.
It's more you, George. You're the one that traded the card, not us.
I'm backing myself in. I'm backing myself in from here. It's going to be 3 very nervous weekends for me. But anyway,
That's a good comment, Aiden. Young. Well, Young could play defense if hypothetically Charlie's out. Play McGovern forward. We know he can kick a clutch goal.
We're on the full.
yeah, he showed last week.
It's all right. We got around him anyway.
There was a clutch out of bounds on the full. It was beautiful. I still dream about it till this day.
The thing is, though, here's the thing, right? If Charlie's out, I actually would feel more comfortable if Williams was in and knowing that we got Martin Williams, Roger Hollands, a different structured forward line. You got Motlop coming, Fogarty's pressure. Harry might sort of go, hang on a minute, my turn to put my hand up. I don't know.
And you know what? We might actually lower our eyes going into our forward instead of trying to freaking bomb it in every single time.
No, that won't change. Didn't change
it will.
last time.
Harry Mackay will have 4 of their.
He doesn't play as deep. Harry doesn't play as deep either.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie hasn't played as deep. So Charlie's
come up a bit. Yeah,
Charlie's
he has
been
pushed
playing around the arcs. He's been really pushing the arc. So,
Bro, when Harry missed against Port, all we did was bomb it long. That's all we did.
Yeah.
So what's going to change?
Yeah, I remember. It was only that second quarter when we played good where they lowered their eyes.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just back to the same old shit.
Charlie will play. Don't worry about it, Georgie. Don't listen to him. Yeah,
he's out. Straight out. He's out. No, I'm done.
Play.
He's sweating for 3 weeks now.
You know what? If he doesn't play, why don't we give the opportunity to Harry Lemmy?
Not at this stage of the season. I don't think
we have to. Why?
Nah.
Why not?
I think the club would rather do what was spoken before: play a swap like a McGovern or even throw a Kemp up forward and put Lewis Young down back. I'd
rather have a Harry Lemmy over a Lewis Young.
I'd rather have a Harry Lemon.
Me too.
I'd rather have a Harry Lemon over a Lewis.
I'm with Carl. I'd rather Lemmy over Lewis Young.
You bring in a young kid. He's got hunger. He's going to have hunger.
Yeah, but bro, you can't bring in a kid 3 games away from what you're supposed to be building into a finals series.
Why?
And literally a game away from
Marlon Pickett in the grand final.
Hey?
Exactly.
Richmond brought in Marlon Pickett for his first game in the grand final. Why can't we bring in Harry Lemmy in round 22 with 3 games left against Hawthorn?
Yeah, but Marlon Pickett was their second.
Hawthorn's got a short defense.
This guy's been in the system for a few years now.
Didn't he just come in this year?
No,
last
2 years.
He came in with Hollands. With Hollands,
Okay.
So he's two years.
Got 2 years in. Give the kid a go. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I won't, but I would.
If you're going to do that, you better off dropping Pitternet and bringing in Murkoff, man.
That's not going to happen.
Nah.
There's no way.
He's slow.
Pitter has the strength, right? Like Pitter's strength, but he's going to give our blokes first. He's going to give our blokes first crack. So, like Andy said earlier, multiple people need to step up in the midfield and give Cripps the chop out and get the clearances.
I was about to say, like, we're worrying about who's going to come in, who's going to go out, and everything like that. But how the fuck are we going to beat Hawthorn? Let's worry about that for a second.
Definitely in the midfield, and the mids are there. Like, just got to get the ball out.
It's the speed of Hawthorn that's worrying.
I worry that their forward line runs circles around ours. We're not accountable. We don't play accountable footy. We actually don't. And their forwards will absolutely destroy us if we're off.
Yep.
That little the little guy, what's his name? For him?
Gideon.
I like no,
not Gideon. Is it Martin? What's his name?
Metal?
Watson.
I have been a fan of him since his first game. And early on in the season, he was getting so much of the ball, he just couldn't kick. He couldn't kick.
Yeah, he's fixed that now.
Oh, and that's scary because he's a little menace. And I look at their team and I look at their form, and so many teams have actually struggled with keeping them accountable and keeping them in check. And we don't play accountable footy on our best day. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I'm keen to watch Adam Saad, to be honest, because he let us down hard last week. I want to see what he does against a team like Hawthorn, where their forwards will make you pay 9 times out of 10 if you give them enough room.
It's a fairly small forward line, so the likes of Jordan Boyd and Adam Saad, and who's the other one? Cowan to an extent are going to be critical.
Newman, it's Cowan if he comes in.
You just gave me anxiety. And you were dropping the Saad being accountable, knowing the Hawthorn forward line, how explosive they can be, and how exciting they are. We could be on the end of a nice little touch up. I'll tell you what. Yeah.
I'm frustrated at how we can't think of Saad as someone who should be making the opposition pay. Like, why we haven't been using his strengths enough this season. I feel like.
What are his strengths, Georgie? This year,
running. That's what I mean. You running carry through the midfield, more of the overlap and getting it forward. What I see with Saad this year is he gets it and then he starts running laterally, and then it's a short kick, right? So he'll get it and then he's running to his left. He's running to his left laterally, no forward motion, and then it's a chip kick or whatnot, rather than breaking lines, getting seeking the overlap every time and the booming kick up forward. I feel like there's a significant lack of that this season, and it's frustrating to see. When he's sprinting from defense and he does get the overlap handball, and then he starts running laterally instead of forward, or putting it in the 50. You want Saad and Boyd more of that through the middle, more of that, and more of them putting the ball in the 50.
Do you reckon the injury might have had something?
Sorry, Ma.
Well, you said coaching. I said injury. It's like
no. If he's surely not injury. I mean, like he's come back. He's
John Holden. You are on fire.
Yeah, I love that, John. I love that, John. I he's been back quite a while now, and I feel like the first couple of weeks he was a bit scratchy. But since then, it's fine. So
it just probably comes down to no one leading. I mean, we don't lead yet.
Oh, yeah. No, we don't move.
That's what I'm saying. So when he gets his ball and he's exploding with it, and then what?
So that has to be coaching then. That has to be coaching then.
Yeah, it has to be.
On your Scotty.
Good stuff, Scotty.
I see you there. What gate? What gate are we? Wait, it's our home game, right?
Home game.
Gate.
We're getting gate 3, I think.
19.
3 or 4.
Good stuff.
Bobbleheads. Don't forget the bobbleheads.
Got to get there early.
I'll be there
8 a.m.
We've got our work cut out for us as far as Hawthorn is concerned. But on the flip side, if we do turn up, and I think someone did post a comment earlier saying that if we do turn up, we will pump them. And I still, there is still some level of belief that we will, because their defensive line, where's Oz? I need to know.
Oz, we need to know where you are, mate. If you're not watching live, let us know in the comments when you watch it later on,
mate. Absolutely. Shout out to Oz. On the flip side, if both Harry and Charlie do get out of the park, or Harry and Lewis Young, our forward line will be quite tall, and their defense aren't known for their height. So maybe the long bombs might be, half decent.
That upsets me. That upsets me, Amal, because when we play good teams, which I think Hawthorn are a good team, but when we play teams, and most teams do have a pretty stocked defense. Yeah. We're going to struggle because that's not sustainable. That's not finals footy. We saw that last year with Charlie struggling with the long bombs, and it didn't help with the delivery going in. I get that. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
They need to work it out with the teams that have a taller defense, and they're going to double team and triple team the likes of Charlie Kerr and Harry Mackay. They need to figure out a different, plan of attack when they're going forward. They need Charlie and Harry on the lead, or they need the likes of Williams and Motlop and Martin on the lead. But then when you come up against a team like Hawthorn that don't have as tall of a defense, then the long bombs and the high bombs are going to be better. Come on, man. It doesn't take a genius to work that out.
Yeah, but I feel like we're a better team when we win the ball from the center clearance going forward than when we're coming from the back going forward.
Yeah. We can't defend the stoppage at all.
That's why it has to be. We have to win the clearance. We have to win the clearance.
Yeah,
and we will.
And continuing that pressure, like that comment from Glurkin was a good one. I think if you continue that pressure, even if you got more long bombs and the invasion of Iraq, right, it's going to keep pressure on the Hawthorn defense, and eventually, with having Martin in there, Williams, there's something a little bit different, that players that can make you accountable and punish you. It doesn't always have to be Harry or Charlie, but please, Charlie, I need the comment. Yeah, it's this, you need the other again, Glurkin with this one. We need other forwards to put more pressure on lead. If
Glurkin's new to the channel.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm saying Glurkin in the chat.
New name. Welcome, Glurkin.
Yeah,
thanks for joining. Please like, subscribe, share, and donate.
Jesus,
some gherkins. We like gherkins.
Glurkin, unsubscribe.
I think he made a good point. Well, he or she made a good point. It's very important that our other forwards put pressure on, because when we lose, it's usually because, and last week I think was a bit of an anomaly because our pressure was through the roof the whole game. But historically, when we lose, we're not tackling inside 50. We're not guarding our forward line well. So yeah.
Oh dear. Thank you, Morris.
Where is it?
Keep him coming.
Even when I add something to my bland background, Morris, you need glasses. It's actually a
bed cover. Yeah.
What is that purple and pink stuff, though, Mal?
One's a ball. It's my daughter's bouncing ball, and the other one is what's it called? The travel pillows. My daughter's travel pillow.
A what?
Travel pillow. Yeah, the thing that goes around your neck.
Neck pillow.
Thanks, Morris. Thank you, Morris. Now, a couple of comments here. Scotty Tompkins, George, let's smash a goon bag in the park before the game. I'll bring some pegs. We'll get it sorted. We'll find a clothesline.
Before we move on, last week when we were getting thrashed, we actually turned around to George and we're like, bro, you might as well. You actually might as well. And he did it.
Carl's like, George, just go, man. Just go get one. Just go. I got a message from Costa. Funkstay's always in the chat on your Costa. He messaged me. He's like, please just go get a drink there. He's like, just go. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Maybe it'll reverse the curse.
George is going to have one of those hats today with the
V's. Catrick's calling Muss out. Fake Muss is more interactive. Real Muss is quiet and angry.
I'm scared, bro. I'm actually scared.
There's some wild comments in the chat. John Holden.
He's gone off lately.
We love John Holden. I'm fucking dying.
John's the best. Jay, we miss you, Jay. We miss you, mate. George, if you lose this week, are you coming to Bulla?
Oh no, Fake Muss is back.
Jay, mate, I think everything's booked out over there, mate. Because I think it was a couple of weeks ago, last week. Was it Melbourne GWS? There was 16,000 at the MCG. So, mate, tell the Melbourne fans to pull up a bit, come back. Maybe I'll think about it. But good to have you in the chat, mate.
Look, September's a good time to be at Mount Bulla.
September 30.
It's an even better time to be at the MCG.
100%.
We got to get through this week first. Let's see if we can do that. One player that you guys are going to be keeping a keen eye on this week, Andy. I know you said Sard.
Sard's for me. I think he owes us after last week.
He did have a stinker.
And I'm not just pointing him out, but there were others. But I think it was really obvious with Sardi last week, and I think he will. I think he will come out this week. I'm backing him to come out and do well. Carl?
Me. I'll go, Carl.
Oh, sorry,
Andrew Russell. Nah,
I'm glad he's gone. Just
Mark
quietly.
Pitternet. I want to see 4 quarters, or at least 3, but 4 quarters. He has good 4 quarters. We win.
He hasn't played 4 quarters his whole life.
Sakirniak, man.
I can't trick that.
What?
I was actually going to say Pitternet, but I'm going to pick another one. I'm going to say Jack Martin. I want to see him develop from what he sort of brought out last week. I hope he can stay on the track, and I hope he can impact the scoreboard and actually take some marks, because when Charlie's laid out, Martin needs to step up and take a few and hit the scoreboard. Sorry, George.
Sorry, Paul.
Charlie laid out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. And every time I've picked a player to watch, you guys think, I'm like, initially it was going to be Sard, then it was going to be Pito, then it was going to be Martin. Running out of players here, mate. No, he's one eye will definitely one eye will definitely be on Charlie, definitely. But if I have to pick another player, it was going to be Pito, and then it was going to be Martin. But I'm going to say I'll probably say Jordan Boyd. To be honest, didn't have the best of games last week. I'm looking forward to back on the MCG now. Again, sorry, I played there last week. Keen to see how he goes coming out of defence, working with Sard, trying to negate some of their really dangerous forwards, but also being a weapon, because I feel like we haven't utilized. Again, he's another player that allegedly our best kick in the team. You want to see more of him, a little bit more forward of centre. So I'd like to see a bit more of him and stepping up. Amal?
For me, it's Walsh. He's forward. He gets plenty of the ball and doesn't. He's not damaging. He's not damaging at all. What's his name? Kane Corns was right years ago, but he was right at a time that he was actually damaging. But right now, in the last 5 or 6 games, he has not been that damaging player that we know he can be. His forward entries are rubbish, and I don't think it's Walsh. I think that there's an element of coaching that is responsible for this, because I don't think Walsh is that unintelligent to know what he's doing. Surely he knows that he can lower his eyes and hit a target. I've seen him do it before multiple times. He did it so many times against the Hawks last year when we turned it around. There's no reason why he can't continue to do that. It's just completely disappeared from his game. So lower your eyes, hit the targets on the lead is what I want to see. And it's always been Walsh. It's always, you see it. It's Pito taps it down, Cripps gets it, or Kennedy gets it, or Hewitt gets it and gets it out to Walsh, who goes on a little run and then sends it in. But it's always high and long.
The fact that we've all been able to say 5 different players and give proper reasons as to why shows to me just how much improvement that there is needed in this team.
Good call.
Right? There wasn't one obvious player.
Yeah.
It's multiple across different lines. So
Great call.
Hey, you can look at it as, improvement that needs to be made, or upside. There's a lot of upside. So, perspective.
I'm seriously nervous. Let's get on to predictions for those watching along in the chat. We've got 101 on. Yeah.
Sorry, no, you go.
We've got 102 people.
Hit the like button, guys.
Yeah, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now, George, you have something to say?
No, I was just going to say, Carl briefly mentioned about Andrew Russell. Just wanted to get your boys' take on it. It's obviously it's been a very divisive topic and conversation for many years. But what are your thoughts on the situation? I just quickly, I thought it was interesting that the timing, but then I realised that I think it was Mitch Cleary that leaked it, which is why. It came out, because I don't want it to be a distraction, right? You don't want it to disrupt the group. But yeah, keen to hear your boys' thoughts.
I mean, you obviously don't know what happens behind closed doors, but I mean, since he's been around, hasn't been. So, good times, I guess. But who knows, man? I mean, everyone's probably happy.
Yeah,
Well,
we've seen the same. We've seen the same 5 or 6 people on the injury list year on year. Martin, Chera, Marchbank, Cunningham. Now, some are bone related, but the majority of them are soft tissue related, right? And I think it was earlier in the year, pre-season, that I think Voss slipped it in one of his presses that the way that the fitness program works is that they push them over their limits in the hope that when they come back, their limit increases. Now, I don't know if that's the best way to manage soft tissue injuries for a lot of the players. They might be on different training programs or whatever it is, but it clearly hasn't worked because those same people are continuously injured, and maybe that's one of the reasons why he's being let go.
But to
that makes zero sense. That makes zero sense to me.
Luke Hodge come out and said that he wasn't doing that at Hawthorn, so who knows why it changed?
To me, it's if it is just the 5 or 6 players and it's continuously them, the majority of the time, it's a pretty good strike rate. 44 players on a list. I think there's more now. I think it's 48 now or 46. Not a bad strike rate. I think it's I think we've got to look at the positives that he's done as well. We especially last year, look at that run we had towards the back end of the year. Yeah, we were really fit. We just ran.
Even this year though. This year we copped it as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like we actually ran out the year last year. We fell a little bit short, maybe because we left that heavy run and we had that heavy game style. But he got Charlie right. Took him a while, but
Big one.
he got Charlie right, and that's the biggest one, right? Like Georgie says it all the time. This bloke missed almost 3 years, came back, won back-to-back Colemans. Like that's unheard of, really. And we do hang shit on Charlie, especially this season, but it's a pretty incredible feat. Like, you know what I mean? Doherty coming back. He's I feel like he's done more positive, a lot more positive than I think he's been a great influence, to be honest. Like if you actually look back and you take emotion out of it and you look, he's actually done all right, man. I think he's done all right. It's going to be quite a loss. Although there was a rumor going around that I think Burgess, who worked at Liverpool and Port.
Is that Port now, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's worked with Vossi in the past. There was, I think, Cal Toomey released maybe just something. So that'll be a good get, I'm sure. I think we need to stop getting people from Port, though. I don't know. Like, I don't think that's like
hasn't worked out just yet.
We've moved away from GWS. Now it's Port.
Yeah, now it's Port because of Michael Voss. So GWS was because of Steve Silvani, and now we got Voss, and all of a sudden, there's a bit of Port influence.
Port Blues.
I think no, good call. Definitely the Kerno one, the Doherty one, even Walsh. The amount of times he's changed the way Cripps. My apologies. If you recall, there was that one season where he's really bulky. Then he trimmed down a bit. 2022 was huge, and this season especially, like Cripps breaking away from contest is something you rarely see, right? Like he has his moments as well out of the stoppage, but the burst and the agility this year, and obviously
that's not from Andrew Russell though.
That's from.
That was from. I'm serious. I read an article. He went up to I think WA start of the season, and he was doing some fitness training.
Oh, he was doing it with someone. He was doing it with Sydney player.
I don't know who it was with, but it wasn't for Andrew Russell.
The thing is, on Russell, it's not a collective. It's not this is the plan. This is what everyone has to do. It needs to be individualized, right?
It needs to be.
Not everyone's the same. Yeah, not everyone plays the same role. Not everyone recovers the same. Not everybody has the same genetics. Not everybody has the same anatomy. So it's going to vary. And I hope that it's a different method for every single player.
I'm sure he knows that.
Well, I think the unfortunate thing is whoever does come in next year, whether they have a head of performance or strength and conditioning coach or whatever they want to call it, or however they want to structure it. Like I know, I'm not
What's
privy
your
to those
friend,
details, but
Yeah, in.
suggestion. But whoever does come in, there's going to be, I guess, a lot of comparisons and scrutiny already, purely because of, I guess, the commentary around it. So there's going to be that. So I feel like that person is going to be stepping into a bit of a hot seat. Yeah, interesting.
Well, let's see. We'll only be able to judge it after the fact, and we'll be able to compare Russell to the next high performance coach or whatever his job title was. Predictions for those watching along. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to win, what the winning margin will be, best on ground, and leading goal kicker. Moss, I'll throw it to you.
Fake Moss in the chat.
Boys, sorry. The ship has sailed. The ship has sailed. Hawthorn by 35.
Oh.
Wow.
I've probably I haven't tipped against us probably all year. I've
You
said,
have.
we'll come close. When? Who?
I don't know. Sure, you have early on.
Yeah. Oh, look. It's probably been just a bit of banter and that sort of thing. We've probably had some tough games, but we should win this. But I think it's sailed, boys. I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but I think Hawthorn's going to do a number on us, and I think it'll be a replica. Well, maybe not as bad as Collingwood got slapped, but I think their forward line's going to run amok because Wiedering's not going to be able to play that. They'd play a different style of footy, right? So the role that Wiedering plays, he's not going to be able to play. Sorry, Hayden. Sorry, everyone. But, yeah, Hawthorn by 35.
Where is it? I can't find it.
Which one?
Yeah.
Hayden's one.
75, yeah, right. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Hawthorn by 35, and I'm actually sticking to that. Most goals probably Harry Mackay with 2, 3. Best on ground, probably Cripper, just trying to do it all again. And that's about it from me, boys. Sorry, boys.
How about fake Moss questioning real Moss?
Sorry, boys. Sorry, Aiden. Sorry, Aiden's mum. Sorry, everyone, to disappoint you. But I'll just feel that way. I don't know. I'm burnt out. I'm over-invested in this team and a bit let down. Yeah.
This time last year, Moss had a drawing of a horse behind him.
Yeah.
The number.
What was the number? 11, 12 we got up to?
We got 9.
Something. 9 or 10.
9, and then GWS was going to be 10, and then we lost in the last round. So we got to 9.
We'll let 'em win.
Games in a row.
Boys, I hope I'm wrong. I really do, and I hope we turn up. And for us to get over the line, I'll tell you what needs to change. Yes, the forward line. Yes, the back line needs to stand up. But what really needs to change is the midfield need to mature. We've got some big heads in there, and they need to pull their weight and get it done. If they don't, we'll get slapped straight out. Who's next? Khalid.
Carlton, we're winning. Carlton win 3-4 goals. I'm confident. I've been confident.
Well, you were confident at 3/4 time when we're getting slapped by Collingwood.
I was confident.
Yeah, you were like, we're going to beat Hawthorn next week.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to beat Hawthorn. You're not Collingwood. We'll beat
That's
Hawks.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, 3-4 goals. We'll beat them. Harry 4-5 goals, and Cripps. I just feel like this is too important to Cripps. Cripps is just gonna put the team on his back, and we'll win. I'm very confident. I don't know why I'm very confident. I reckon we'll win. We'll win the next 3. In fact, Andy.
In fact,
yeah.
I'm with Moose. I think we get fucking slapped. There is no reason for us to win. There's no logical fucking reason that tells me we're going to win. And I've backed us all year. And I just think we get slapped. I think we've had our close losses and Hawthorn just obliterates us. I think they're going to destroy us. I'm talking 60 plus.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right.
I think it'll be bad. And I think there will be a lot of questions asked of the coaching panel and the playing group. That's my tip.
I agree. I think it's going to be a bad one. I think right from the get-go, Hawthorn is just going to come out of the gates on fire. And like Andy, I think it's going to be 10 goals.
Wow.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm the wrongest person in the world. I hope we come out and slap him. But I can't see it. I can't see where it comes from. Like, we're so far off the pace. So,
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Just me and you, Georgie.
Gee the fuck up, man. We're winning.
Over what, bro?
Okay,
Over what?
Yeah,
Okay, hang on a
Carlton
second.
by 20.
But
Carlton
how?
by 20.
How?
Okay.
We're going to kick more.
What's going to change?
I
scoreboard.
feel as though the way we finished, barring the McGovern kick, Jesus Christ, barring the McGovern kick, but I feel the way we finished the Collingwood game, we are going to go into this game. Is this how we're going to start? And we're going to run over the top of them. Carlton by 20. Charlie's going to take it very personal that for the first time in a long time, he's second in the Coleman.
Because he knows George has got the card.
I've got the card.
You
He's going to
tell
get
him, George.
5, 3 from free kicks, just to get some more opposition salt about Charlie. You know,
3 for free.
3 for free, 2 on the run, 2 will and go, and Cripps BOG at the MCG carrying the boys on his back. I genuinely feel the way we finished the Collingwood game.
I don't know if you guys heard that. My cat just went into
Heard
my
something.
closet. She just demolished everything and fell out of it. Now she's looking at me like I'm sorry.
The way we finished the fourth, we will come out in the first, have a blistering first half, and I think we'll maintain the lead, 20 points. And I'm with you, Carl. I'm absolutely with you. I feel like that's going to start a nice little 3-game streak, and then hopefully a 7. But that's going to start a Kickstarter for the guys. I hope I'm right, but I'd love that, Lou. Absolutely.
Georgie, man, you sit
Yeah, but that's
together.
our one quarter, and then we kick one goal
Yeah.
for the rest of the game and get pumped.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's all we do. We play one quarter. That's as good as we are.
I love the optimism, gents. I swear I do, but I don't have it anymore. I don't have it in me. I wish I could. But, yeah, no.
Thanks
Jay
for joining
Taylor.
us tonight, Morse, Amal, and Andy. You can leave.
Jay Taylor, you blokes are so mentally scared. It's actually sad to say. We're mentally scarred. How do you go from being second on the ladder, 6 points clear, right, of third spot, to losing 4 of the last 5 games? And Hawks on the other end have lost 2 of the last 5. They've won 3. They thumped Collingwood by 10 goals. They beat Freo, who are sitting in the top 4 at the moment, and they lost to Geelong in Geelong, which is always going to be a heartbeat.
That's a good call. That one's a good call. Get back in the coach's box.
So I was talking to Morris. I'm pretty sure it was Morris. And he made a very good point. How come every coach that coaches from the boundary has a headset on and they talk to the guys up top, but Voss doesn't? Is he not communicating with the coaches in the box? He never
He's
wears
not
his-
communicating with anyone.
Yeah, he's not
I don't know
wearing
what he's doing.
like a
He's got
headset.
a little earpiece or something, like a little CIA
Nothing.
one that we don't know about.
He's got no credit.
Mm-mm.
Well, for 9 o'clock, free calls.
One from Timu, you know, there's one. You know.
It's all good and well to do it when you're winning, you know, but when you're losing, you know, maybe you got to change things off the field as well. Maybe a bit of communication with the blokes that, you know, are there to help you. We keep talking about Voss needs help around him. Well, fucking talk to the blokes that are employed to help you.
Good call.
That was one comment there. I think it was Brian Cook said it, that we want to get more support around him. So if the CEO is saying that, obviously that it's something that they've noticed as a gap, a capability gap of sorts. You know, that they want to get that more support around him. But yeah, look, I'm backing it in, Carl. Let's hug it out. We're in. Sit next
We're
to
in.
me.
100%.
Get this positivity aura.
I hope we win.
I
We all
hope we win
hope we
too.
win.
I
Yeah.
can't see why or how we do it from everything we've seen. Hawthorn is a busy side. They don't stop running. They don't stop moving. We hate that.
Great
We
way of
hate
They're going to
moving.
expose.
We
They're going to
hate hard
expose
work.
us. Yep.
Yeah,
That's what I'm afraid of.
I
they're
agree.
just going to absolutely expose us for speed, for
Busy.
drive. If we're off, they're going to kill us.
Yep. They're
Here's
having
another
fun
reason to
too.
Here's another reason to be mentally scared. They dropped big leads to Port and GWS as well. Wait, they dropped or we dropped? We dropped
They
as well.
We
We
dropped.
So
have.
did we. Yeah. So did they, and so did we.
Mm.
Literally.
Yeah, but I
So
feel
did
like
they,
we're
and
more.
so did we.
I feel like we're more mature than them. So I reckon we get in front, we'll be all right.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. It's going to be a big game. I reckon there'll be a big crowd as well because the Hawks fans are up and about. They're on the verge of finals after spending quite a long time in the dumps, similar to us. On the other end of the spectrum, Carlton needs to really get their shit together, and this is the opportunity that's ahead of us at the moment. Is the Hawks, and then we've got what on paper looks relatively easy in West Coast and St Kilda to finish up the home and away season. A big game, Sunday Arvo. I'm a little pissed off that I can't be there, but it is what it is.
We'll
Hope
be
you
there.
boys have fun. It will be good. It's going to be a big crowd, I reckon. I reckon it'll be 80,000 plus.
Nah, I reckon we'll be lucky to crack 60.
You're like you're 40.
Come on. The
last
Hawks
couple
fans will
crowds,
turn up.
last
Hawks
couple
fans will
crowds
turn up.
against Hawks have been pretty solid. Have been
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Over 50, I think.
I'm saying if it's Sunday 110, I reckon we're going to get. I'll back us in for 55, 60,000. To be honest, the last I think we got 60K against them a couple of years ago. Or was it last year?
Yeah. So they're just all the guest memberships rocking up.
Jesus.
Morris.
We're holding an Azza. If we lose, we'll be holding an Azza. You can send your condolences in.
Steph, is this true? I'm really keen to see if this is true
No.
because if it is, that's pretty impressive.
Nah, man.
Doubt it.
You
Stuff
what?
works for the
It was
AFL, man.
It was actually hard to get tickets. One of the neighbors wanted tickets, and I tried to get him tickets a couple of weeks ago. And I think the only tickets I could find were, I think, like the level 2 wing ones. He didn't want to go down that way.
Mm.
So I think
We'll see
like
on
general
Sunday.
admin and all that was.
There'll be a big one. The bobbleheads are out, so that means some Essendon fans will turn up.
Plus the bobbleheads, yeah.
Mm.
I reckon we'll get 70. 71.
We'll leave them by 10 anyways. Whoever's come with me, meet me at the front.
Hey,
Looking
if you
forward
guys
to it.
can you get me one as well of those bobbleheads?
No, they don't. They won't give it to us.
Bring multiple phone devices. I registered here, I registered there. No, I think it's. They did say that if your kids come with you, they're entitled to it. So,
Bring all my kids with me.
I'll send my
Send
Bring
them back in an Uber.
big shout out for the teas as well, Andy.
Yes.
Yes.
I got mine on today.
On your
I'm
mouse.
cold.
Here's mine.
Sorry, boys. I'm cold. Got my
Yeah,
audio.
I was late. My apologies. Gents,
Thanks to
it's been a
Season
pleasure.
Creative, actually. I got to better shout him out. Sorry, Georgie.
Yes.
Shout
Anyone
out
want
to
to buy? Anyone want to buy my ticket?
Great print.
They're saying sold out. We'll raffle it off.
Yeah.
There's a few people now saying that the tickets are sold out.
Mhm.
Mm.
It's going to be a busy game. Andy, do you remember? So 2 years ago was 60K, but do you remember last year? We got there fairly early and we struggled. Like we parked
We had
illegally.
to park. Yeah.
Illegally.
I remember
Right
me,
in
you,
front of
and
the
Basil.
MCG. Yeah.
Yeah.
On your Baz. Right in front of the MCG. But it was ridiculous.
Yep.
Thanks, Jay.
He's not wrong.
This is-
That's what they do. That's what they do.
A lot of talk for a Melbourne bloke. At least we're in the conversation for finals, bro. Barely, we're hanging on. Just let us have this, man.
Buy a thread.
Watch him finish
Yeah.
on top of us.
Had
Probably.
Freaky, got some. Carl should have a shirt. MB in your mouth. I vouched for the Monday Blues mugs. It's just a photo of Carl saying "cop it" in the mouth. I think that's a great
Yeah.
one.
In.
That would sell. That would sell.
In.
That would sell. Gents, it's been an absolute pleasure. 105 people watching along. Thank you. Thank you for joining
Hit
us.
the like button
on this
right now.
Thursday night.
Spit on
Make
that
sure you-
thing.
100 people watching. We're only on 44 likes, man.
Nah, everyone, just
Fuck,
everyone,
on that like button.
everyone, hit the like button. Come on, guys, hit the like button. And big thank you to our sponsor, BluesCrypto.com, as always. If you haven't checked him out, BluesCrypto.com. All the socials, all the links are in our video description. Thank you. as always, Ord and Blues Crypto. Hit the like button, guys. Where is it? It's over 100 of you. So we've got to get to triple digits.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Jen, it's been an absolute pleasure until Sunday at the game. And then the following review on Monday night could be good. It could be really, really bad. We'll wait and see. But until then, it has been an absolute pleasure. And it is sayonara from the Monday Blues. Thanks, guys.
Sicky now.